Welcome to the show that takes up no more than 5 minutes of your time, but could help you gain massive real estate knowledge. It's 5 Minutes in Real Estate with best-selling author Shane Willis.
Hello, it's Shane Willis, Pensacola real estate expert, bringing you today's episode. Well, it's Friday. Normally we have Infographic Friday, and I'm actually going to continue to do the infographic. I'm just not going to do it in the podcast. I had it prepared to, but part of my morning routine is I try and at least read the highlights of the Wall Street Journal, keep up with the business news around there. And there was one of the articles that actually was talking about yesterday's episode, the tax implications and how it's affected the higher net worth people, and it put a different light on what I was talking about yesterday. So I'm going to talk about that today. But if you want to see the infographic, we had come up with a good one because we basically were saying that what's the cost of renting versus the cost of buying, and how much it costs for your household income. And believe it or not, household income, it costs you more to rent. It costs you more to rent right now than it does to buy. So go check that out. I'm going to put that up under a blog. I'm not going to put it up on our podcast. So shanewillis.com/blog. You'll see all the blog posts. And if you're listening to this around the June 8th time frame, it'll probably be one of the newer ones. Anyways, it's a good infographic. I'll also put it up on the Facebook page. But I want to talk about the article. First, I know that I got a couple of people asking me yesterday, make sure you talk about what happened in court. How'd it go? What was going on? I went to court yesterday. Felt like I was okay, prepared, ready to go. It's a divorce case, and they were asking me to come in and kind of liquidate the property as part of the divorce case. One side didn't agree with some of my marketing because it's a short sale, and I'm not going to go into all the details, but they wound up back in court. The one side was asking for me to be removed because they wanted someone else. And so the judge asked me some pretty point blank questions. Why are you doing this? Why do you need longer than a 6-month listing agreement? Because that's all they wanted to give me. And I told him, I said, well, it's a short sale. There's only 5 active short sales in the MLS right now. So that means it's distressed. It's going to take me longer to sell that. Plus, the price point you're asking me about in this county has 7.8 months worth of inventory, so it's skewing more towards a buyer's market. So we get to a buyer's market and we get distressed. It's going to take me a while to sell it. He goes, okay. And then he asked me about some other questions. They wanted to take things out that I just refused to take out. And came to the point where the counsel, the lawyer that was representing the person that wanted to remove me, basically just asked me, hey, are you willing to sign a listing agreement with the terms that my client wants? And the answer was straight, no, I'm not. There's 2 people that have to sign and agree to a listing. That's the sellers and the broker. And what you're asking me to do doesn't make sense. I can't accomplish what we're trying to accomplish, and I'm not going to put the money out to do that. So the judge asked me a few more questions, thanked me for my time, asked me to leave, and then I found out 45 minutes, an hour later, that the judge has ordered everybody to sign and do exactly what I'm telling everybody to do. So I guess it went okay. There was another real estate agent there. It was a broker associate, good broker associate here in town. I'm not going to mention names, but I didn't have any problems with him. He's done quite a bit of business, done quite a bit of short sales. And I think he was trying to get the job, and he had a bit different plan. I had a plan. Of course, went with me. So I guess you'd call that a win. But that's not what I want to talk about. Today, in the Wall Street Journal, if you remember yesterday, I was talking about how the tax implications are affecting or not affecting the luxury real estate market. Well, that's true when you look at the nation as a whole. As a state, if we get down to the state, it's starting to affect Florida positively. And I'm actually going to probably log in and I'll copy the Wall Street Journal. So if you go over to the notes, you can see the article. I don't have any copyrights to it, but I'll put it in the podcast notes over on the website. So if you go there, you can actually read the article. I just got to give them credit for it. They basically say, like, there's a lot of people from the higher state income taxes states that are moving to Florida. Yeah, they give an example of a lot of tech from like the Bay Area, San Francisco, the Valley, all that where the tech is, that, they don't go to the office. They work on their computers at home, or, a home office, or even an office wherever they live. They said someone who had $3 million there could come to Naples, Florida, buy $1.5 million property, probably have a much bigger house, and save almost $400,000 a year in taxes. So it's a huge savings to come to the state. If you've noticed, if you've been watching, as I do, I keep an eye on the reports, the luxury around here, it's actually going up. There's been some nice luxury properties that have been up for sale, that are closing, that are under contract. So we've got buyers moving here. I think about it, along the Gulf Coast, it's a lot, the cost of living is a lot less expensive than some of the bigger cities. Even so, the cities here in Florida. Now, some people they want the amenities of a bigger city. They don't like I don't know that we'd call this a small town anymore. It's probably a medium town. Pensacola area, all the way Pensacola to Destin. You're going to start seeing that. Alabama's not seeing that type of result because Alabama still has that state income tax. So they are not seeing the same that Florida is. This whole article went over and said, hey, listen, you're seeing a mass introduction of people moving to Florida, Texas. Those type states, tax-friendly states, especially, like I said, in the tech world, to where they can just, even if they didn't work from home, if they just went here to Pensacola, moved out to Pensacola Beach, and then rented a place downtown as an office, and just went there. Okay, that saves you $400,000 a year. It's kind of a no-brainer. But why do I say that for all of us? Because we're going to continue to see an influx here, even in our area, of people. This area is continuing to grow. All you have to do is go up and look around the Navy Federal area. It's just growing. They're building everywhere. Beulah's expanding. I'm wondering if they're not going to have to build a new high school out that way. Because I know Tate's pretty much at capacity. And they've got a bunch of new houses coming in. So I don't know when that's going to happen. I have a feeling it will. I just don't know when. All of that being said, we've got a lot of the stuff, a lot of people are still moving here, which we're going to continue to see the appreciation in our area. We just are. Because Florida is actually benefiting even more than most from this tax cut. So when someone says, hey, the tax cut has killed real estate, especially in luxury, this is 2 podcasts now to where I've basically proven not only has it not killed, it's been completely up. If you look at the numbers that I reported yesterday, and if you didn't hear that, go back and listen to yesterday's numbers. They're amazing. Not only are the numbers up, but Florida as a state seems to be seeing a secondary benefit and will continue to do so. All right, like I said, it is Infographic Friday, so go check out the blog. Fantastic little infographic there. But that is all I got for you today. It's time for the weekend to get started. As always, if you're not subscribed to get the tips, tricks, infographics, or links, like I put, today, I'm going to put the link up actually to the Wall Street Journal article. Get over to 5minutesinrealestate.com. That's 5minutesinrealestate.com. Also, if you have not subscribed, we're on iTunes, Google Play, Android, you name it, YouTube, all of it, whatever. Whatever you want to subscribe that way. Okay? That way you get updated every time we update an episode. And finally, as I always end one of these, I don't ever ask any money, but I do say that if you found any value with this or any other episode, that you do share it on social media. It's the weekend, y'all. Talk to you Monday.